Ladies and gentlemen, hey, how are you today? It's Rich Parr, your host on Location. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee, with a brand new show for you. Boy, were we fortunate. Today God has blessed us to be in the company of Chris Golden of Oak Ridge Boys fame. I'll tell you, 17 years with the Oak Ridge Boys, and now here he is. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Golden. Man, it's so good to see you, Chris. Man,
good to see you again, man.
This is sure beautiful out here, isn't it?
It is.
I just love that. Have you been here? Well, where are you from originally?
You ought to try to mow it sometime.
Yeah, I just I don't think that'd be a good thing to do. But I'm sure you probably have somebody to do that, don't you?
Yeah.
You're originally from don't get me laughing. This is a serious show.
I'm from a little dot on the map called Bruton, Alabama.
Bruton?
Originally, yeah, but we grew up south of Bruton, about 7 miles south of town. A little community called Dixonville. It's right on the state line. The end of the cotton field is Florida. And so my grandfather was a cotton farmer. He grew cotton, soybeans, and peanuts. And we spent about 4 months a year there. We still have that family farm down there. I just got back from there. Actually, I was 2 years old when my dad moved to Tennessee to join the Oak Ridge Boys, and we spent our school year up here. But every time school let out, we were always on our way to the farm. We'd stay there for school started.
Well, Chris, I know the folks out there can't see this house, but tell us a little bit about this beautiful home and what we're sitting in front of.
You can take pictures of it later. This house was built in 1786. It was built 10 years before Tennessee became a state. It was built when Tennessee was North Carolina, and it was built by a Revolutionary War captain, Captain James Franklin, and as part of for his service in the war, they gave him this spot of land that they called Pilot Knob. And back then, I think it was about 1,600 acres was originally awarded to him for his participation in the Revolutionary War. Captain James was a slave trader, and we're sitting in front of one of the old slave cabins here. There used to be about 5 of them, but down through the years, a lot of them got torn down. I remember we were trying to dig a garden out here one time, and we kept hitting bricks everywhere we would dig. And the county historian came by and told us that this place originally had a lot more than this one house. My dad bought this house on his birthday, on my grandfather's birthday in 1980, so 36 years ago. It was about 100 years ago. It was destroyed by fire, but the walls always stood. The walls are 2 foot thick.
They built it back then, didn't they?
And this house over here has 9 fireplaces in it, so on the 3 corners where the house is, you add the 2 foot thick brick plus the fireplace, so it's pretty thick walls there, and it survived a tornado 8 years ago. The top of it got taken off of it, but the main structure of the house still survived. Everything else around here was completely leveled. It was a tragic tornado that took several lives here 8 years ago.
Now that gate we had to come through to get in there, that wasn't here back then, was it? That's a beautiful place.
No, sir, but there used to be a beautiful bridge that went with this house. It was a little 1-lane bridge, and it had a beautiful arch to it. And it was heartbreaking when the county commandeered it and tore it down to build a 2-lane bridge there that doesn't have near the aesthetic.
I know, but it's still very beautiful. I was impressed coming up here, but when I'm in your company, I'm always impressed. Yeah, I know it. That's I know it. I can't help myself. But praise God. So let me ask you a question. What'd you spend your day doing today?
Today?
Yeah, I know what you did, but look.
Well, I woke up this morning and wanted to go get a haircut because I knew I was going to be on television today.
That's not really what
So I went to go get me a haircut.
Well, that's wonderful.
I said, cut all the white stuff you can. Find all the white and try to cut it out. But after that, I went and did a session over at Trinity, over TBN, Trinity Broadcast Network. They call it Trinity Music City now, but I was over there singing some demos for some folks. I've done a bunch of them like that over there through the years. They're geared up for tomorrow night. They're having the Inspirational Country Music Awards there, and I've been invited to go participate in that.
Awesome, man.
I'm going to be singing over there tomorrow night.
Oh, wow, that's exciting.
I was trying to get, get cleaned up for that.
I understand. Yeah, a little trim. That's good. It's not exactly.
My granddaddy used to tell me, he'd say, son, when you gonna cut that ugly mess of hair? And I'd say, Pop, I just got a haircut. And he'd say, well, you didn't get your money's worth.
Chris, I got to tell you something about you that I learned when I did the first show in South Carolina with you there on that little TV show. That was just wonderful. You're a very patient man, but I noticed that you're always willing to help other people. That's something about me that I find about you that's really exciting. A lot of entertainers of your stature are like really standoffish, but you're not like that. What do you attribute that to? I hope it's God. But I'm not trying to flatter you, but I just think.
Whenever you say of my stature, man, I don't feel like I've.
You're humble. You're very humble, and you stayed there.
Still trying to make it, man. The thing I was trying to do over there in South Carolina was make you smile because you were over there singing and you were sounding like Elvis.
Oh, here we go. Yes, sir. Now here's a man in a multi-million-dollar mansion and grounds and he's clowning around with me. That's wonderful. Anyway, so let me ask you. Let's try to get a little bit serious here. We only have 55 minutes, so we've got to do rough. When did you start as a solo act, and what made you decide that? Give me a little bit of your testimony. What made you decide?
Man, my first solo act started when I was 8 years old. When I was in school. I was in the 3rd grade, and we were doing a talent contest, a little talent show, and it was a show and tell thing. And I learned how to play the guitar. I learned how to play the piano, and I did a drum solo, and a ventriloquist act. And that was my 3rd grade solo one-man show. I got to play multiple instruments there. I had taught myself how to play a song called Friends on the guitar. And then when I look back, it was a lot of chords for an 8-year-old. My uncle Rayford had given me a guitar. And I remember my brother Rusty was a drummer. He was a great drummer. He used to try to hide the drumsticks from me because he was my older brother. And my dad one time brought me his guitar. He said, man, if you learn to play something else, y'all can play together. Instead of taking turns, y'all can play at the same time that way. So that was the first I really started playing guitar, and I taught myself how to play other instruments. And so that's kind of when my little solo thing started. When I was 15 years old, I went out on the road playing piano with a gospel group called the Celestials. We'd go out on the weekends and play. The week I got out of high school, I joined up with a rock and roll band with my brother. We got to play again a group called the Boys Band. Recorded an album for Electro Asylum Records. Had stuff in the Billboard Hot 100. During that time, I was auditioning for movies and plays and stuff like that, and I landed a gig on Hee Haw. I made my singing debut as a solo act on the show Hee Haw. They were looking for a young guy. So I did that. I did a song I wrote, did some haystack singers and stuff like that.
Right.
Years go by, I joined up with a band from Canada, and I back together with my brother. There's a group called Golden Sphere. We started recording down in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Kind of wanted to get away from that Nashville thing because we thought we were a little bit different than that, and we were.
And you were. I've seen the videos.
And Nashville wasn't quite ready.
No, it was definitely.
Anyway, but Nashville's come a long way since then. Anyway, we did all our recording down in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. That's where they kind of taught us how to make hit records down there. We learned, although we never really had any. So anyway,
I've got a closet full of them myself.
Yeah, anyway, man, that turned into a band called the Goldens, which was my brother and I. We wound up doing record deals for Capitol Records. We recorded an album for CBS, which was Epic Records at that time, Columbia. And man, for one reason or another, we kept the same band together for almost 9 years. We just never really had those hits. Although we had a great live show, we got to do a lot of television, videos, and stuff like that. I started having babies instead of hits, and I knew that I had to make a living. And I guess the Oak Ridge Boys kind of felt sorry for me, and they offered me a job playing acoustic guitar and mandolin on their television show live from Las Vegas. I did that for a little while, and I wound up playing drums with him. And I landed that job, and man, before I knew it, 17 years ago.
Huh.
Here in a little while, I kind of felt the call to return to my roots and start playing and singing for the one that gave me the gift. And I had never lost my desire to sing during those times. I was just trying to make a living feeding my family, making music as a side, man. And I've been blessed that I could play different instruments and do that. And I was doing sessions and stuff here in town, but I was afforded the opportunity to go back out and start playing and singing for the one that gave me the gift. I've recorded different albums through the years, but that was the first gospel album. I felt like I was so blessed for it because I had the first #1 song. I'd never been #1 anything. It had a gospel record called A Different Light, a song that my brother Rusty wrote, so it kind of brought us full circle of working together again in an indirect way. I always loved his writing.
You must have read my mind. I was just about to ask you to tell us a little bit about Rusty and his writing. I've listened to some of his, boy, I've heard you sing some, he writes some beautiful stuff.
Rusty does. He was the SGMA Songwriter of the Year for a couple of years running. And he's had Song of the Years in the traditional gospel, and he's also had Song of the Year in the more contemporary gospel. So he's had a lot of success doing that, and he's got a brand new album out called Sober, which is a 14-song album of recovery. It's great for the heart and great for anybody struggling with any kind of addictions, whether it be drugs, food, greed, gambling, whatever. Everybody's got a monkey, and it speaks to your heart. And it's music as a healer. So Rusty's doing good. He's been in the studio this past week, finishing up a brand new project called Angels, which I'm excited about for him. He's going to be my date tomorrow night for the award show. So we're going to go make an appearance as the Goldens, and we keep threatening to get the Goldens back together.
I wish they would. They were hot now.
And we're going to drop the G, and we're going to call it the Oldens.
Oldens, yeah.
What do you think?
I think, yeah. Well, Chris, right now we're going to take a break and go to a word from our sponsors. And when we come right back, we're going to be talking to Chris about his music, his new project, his latest album. And so you stick around, and we'll be right back after this message.
One day at a time.
You know Christy Lane is the top-selling TV artist in the world.
One set of footprints in the sand. You were always on my mind.
Perhaps the greatest TV special ever offered.
You were always on my mind.
With your order today, the first gift is free. The top 10 songs of all time.
Somewhere, my love, how great thou art. I could fly higher than an eagle.
Her breathtaking voice has captured hearts around the world.
You are the wind beneath my wings.
Your second gift is the country classics. Songs that will touch your heart.
There goes my everything. I'll be there before the next teardrop.
Call now for this #1 special. 4 beautiful gifts for all occasions, all collectibles. Only $19.99 plus $6.99 shipping and handling. You save over 50%. And the #1 million-selling book, One Day at a Time, is free. The Vietnam CD is free. Christy salutes all veterans. You pay shipping only.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean Logan. I'm here to tell you about Rich Parr's latest Nashville production, Headed Home. Recorded at Jay's Place, studios in Nashville, Tennessee, this CD contains 9 inspiring selections, some of which you may have already heard. but all of them tailored to fit the voice of Rich Parr. Songs like Dan Willis's Fire and Brimstone and Fire Below.
There's a fire below. There's a fire below. There's a fire below. There's a fire below.
Rusty Goodman's Leaving on My Mind. Headed Home is an upbeat, foot-stomping example of gospel music combined with selections of thoughtful and heartfelt inspiration. This is one of Rich Parr's best productions as God continues to bless him in his ministry. Headed Home is available on iTunes for download to any device, as well as CD Baby.
Well, folks, here we are. We're back on location, and we're back with Chris. And Chris, how about talking to me a little bit about this wonderful album here?
Man, that's my brand new one.
Brand new.
Hot off the press.
And I got it before all y'all.
Yeah.
Less of me.
Yeah, it's less than me. It's actually got a ton of me on there.
Was this before the haircut or the trim? Or the...
I was right about that. I'm just trying to make it look back like that again.
I see.
I got you. So, man, anyway, that's my layest one. I got my children on there playing and singing with, and I was really honored to have my father join me on the song. We have 3 generations singing too.
Is that right? Which songs would?
I was out with this past year. I got called to go out and sing with a group called Restless Heart. And I went out and played drums and sang, I'll still be loving you, whatever, Restless Heart. Played drums and sang with them, and we were doing a show at the Ryman Auditorium as part of the Christmas for Kids concert, and they asked me to come out front from behind the drums and sing a song. And they wanted me to do my dad's song, and I said, well, man, that's his sugar stick, So,
right.
My dad was in town for about 8 or 10 hours, and I called him and asked him, would he come join me? And he did, and it wound up being a really cool event and evening. And I thought that if I ever had after that I got asked to sing it a few times, and I thought, well, if I ever had a chance to record it, I would love for him to be a part of it with me. So he did, and I have my kids singing on that with me, so it's pretty special. Thank God for kids.
Would your dad mind if you did a little piece of that right now for us?
I don't know. He's not here.
Well, Brother William Lee, Mr. Golden.
I don't think he'd mind. What is that old
Well,
saying?
how about giving us a little piece of that?
I think he'd be flattered, man. I wish he were here to sing it with me.
I do too.
If it weren't for kids, have you ever thought there wouldn't be no Santa Claus? Look what the stork just brought, thank God for kids. We'd all live in a quiet house without Big Bird or a Mickey Mouse. Kool-Aid on the couch, thank God for kids. Thank God for kids, there's magic for a while. A special kind of sunshine and a smile. Did you ever stop and think or wonder why the nearest thing to heaven is a child? Daddy, how does this thing fly? Another 100 wears or wise? I really don't know, but I try. Thank God for kids. When I look down in those trusting eyes that look to me, then I realize there's love that I can't buy. Thank God for kids. Thank God for kids, there's magic for a while. A special kind of sunshine and a smile. Did you ever stop and think or wonder why the nearest thing to heaven is a child? When you get down on your knees tonight, thank the Lord for His guiding light. Pray they'll turn out right. Thank God for kids. Thank God for kids.
Boy, that's beautiful.
Grandkids too.
And that's on your new album right here. I say
Yes,
number
man.
3. That's wonderful. Well, you know, as long as we got you in the mood to play, how about one of your songs? Because, and then I want to ask you some questions. Well, first of all, how about doing me this favor? How about telling the folks where they can get these albums? How they
Man,
can
I'm
contact
pretty
you?
easy to find out there on the World Wide Web, man. You can find me at chrisgolden.net. I know that's pretty original, but anyway.
Yes.
chrisgolden.net, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. So on all the social platforms, just Google Chris Golden. I'm out there, man.
Can they get this in the stores? Can they get it on the online stores?
You can only get it online. You can download it, iTunes, any of that kind of stuff.
Good. Spotify, Amazon,
Any of that.
any of that. That's
Any of
wonderful.
that. It's all over it.
Well, before we're all over it, how about
Why don't you sing something?
no? How about
man?
no, Lord,
Come
brother.
on, Rich. Give me some. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
on, man.
actually, to tell you the truth, really not today. But thank you for asking. I appreciate that. But how about one of your songs? I want to hear one of yours, and we're going to set this right here, and so I can sit back and get comfortable with this. You know something? I'm going to tell you the truth. Sit out here on the patio like this with this beautiful scenery around us. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? This is just so relaxing. I don't feel like I'm working at all. And I mean, look how hard I'm working. but how about one of yours? You pick
See if I
one.
can
Shoebox or any of them.
Man, I don't normally do these on
Acoustic.
acoustic guitar, but I'll try one for you.
Well,
Man.
hey, don't let me twist your arm, but anyone's fine. Thank you.
Looking back now, I can see me yesterday in places I used to know. Crossroads everywhere, there was no one there to show me the way to go. Following your dreams, you're bound to make wrong turns. Dreamers learn hard and slow. I need your guiding light to be my second sight. Lord, show me the way to go. And if I go astray, when crosswinds start to blow, come into my heart. Lord, show me the way to go. Now if I go astray, when crosswinds start to blow, come into my heart. Lord, show me the way to go. Come into and show me the way to go.
Man, that's absolutely beautiful. I was just going off right there.
Get off in it, Rich.
I was just to get off.
Hey,
Well,
man, you know, it talks about the crosswinds, you know, and man, it's kind of like a big ship. It doesn't take getting off course very much, but over time and distance, you'll wind up a long way from where you set out if you get off just a little bit. And that's kind of what happened in my life, man. I really didn't know I was getting off course too bad, but it's time and distance, man. So I just want to finish well at this point. Pray for me that I do. You know what? I like that verse in the Bible that says, "Don't do your vain repetitions before men, but
That's
go to
right.
your secret place."
That's right. That's right.
So that's what I try to do, man. I try to go to my secret place for that.
Well, Chris, we sure thank you for taking the time to be with
But
us
I'll
today.
pray for you if you're watching. I'm praying for you right now.
There we go. That's
So
all.
I'm asking you to pray for me.
There we go. That's all. So, Chris, thank you very much for taking your time and spending time with us and allowing us to go around and shoot a few pictures of this
Yeah,
beautiful
man.
facility.
You got it.
And where can people come see you?
Man, you can keep up with my schedule at chrisgolden.net.
Okay. It's on there. I know you're going to be in South Carolina in April, aren't you?
And I'm every April.
Every April. All right, yeah, that's what needed. Look, we need a little Tennessee bacon. All right. Or is that Alabama bacon?
I remember my grandfather's counsel as he laid the leather to my hide. He said there's one rule in life that always will apply. He said you can't do wrong and get by. But lessons, they tend to fade as we grow older. And I found myself in jail at 25. As I sat there by my lawyer, the old judge looked me right in the eye. He said, you can't do wrong and get by. No, you can't do wrong and get by for very long. Do wrong and your troubles multiply. You may not face it here, but you'll face the man on high. No, you can't do wrong and get by. No, no, you can't do wrong and get by.
Chris, thank you so much. God bless you, man. And folks, you tune in. We'll see you again on Location Live.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean Logan. I'm here to tell you about Rich Parr's latest Nashville production, Headed Home. Recorded at Jay's Place, studios in Nashville, Tennessee, this CD contains 9 inspiring selections, some of which you may have already heard, but all of them tailored to fit the voice of Rich Parr. Songs like Dan Willis's Fire and Brimstone and Fire Below,
There's a fire below. There's a fire below. There's a fire below. There's a fire below.
Rusty Goodman's Leaving on My Mind. Headed Home is an upbeat, foot-stomping example of gospel music combined with selections of thoughtful and heartfelt inspiration. This is one of Rich Parr's best productions as God continues to bless him in his ministry. Headed Home is available on iTunes for download to any device, as well as CD Baby.
One day at a time.
You know Christy Lane is the top-selling TV artist in the world.
One set of footprints in the sand. You were always on my mind.
Perhaps the greatest TV special ever offered.
I could fly higher than eagle.
Her breathtaking voice has captured hearts around the world.
You are the wind my way. I'll be there.
Every song you've always
before
wanted.
the next teardrop falls.
Call now for this #1 special. 4 beautiful gifts for all occasions. All collectibles. Only $19.99 plus $6.99 shipping and handling. You save over 50%, and the #1 million-selling book, One Day at a Time, is free. The Vietnam CD is free. Christie salutes all veterans. You pay shipping only.